Today we'd like to talk a little bit about school in Owasso. And in fact, the school in Owasso started before we became a city. The Indians that had been moved here had an education type system in the Indian Territory. Of course, they'd been moved from the East Coast, in which they already had schools established. But one of the first schools, and one of the things that people will remember, is the Barnes family. Lula Barnes was not an Indian, but they moved here in the late 1890s, and she started a school in her area at Elm Creek. And once their family moved to being the first family to relocate into what is now today present day Owasso, she brought those education opportunities with her. We had an Indian school that was located in the parking lot of where the police station is today. But once we became a state, a nice three-story building was built about 3 blocks away, and that became the Owasso Public School. Many of the small one-room schools decided to consolidate and come into Owasso. We had a population that was so great at one time that we actually had to have 2 sessions of school. We had a morning session for half of the kids, and then we had an afternoon session for the other half of the students. So it's very important for us to be sure and remember to keep our schools in mind, because that educates our children and gets them ready for a better future. So come see the school building, the room that we have set up for schools. We have yearbooks from 1930s, clear up to current day yearbooks, and we get a lot of people that maybe didn't graduate from here, but come back because they maybe went till they were sophomores or juniors and moved away. So they check out the yearbooks and see if they remember who was in their class or that sort of thing. I have lots of class pictures from early days. Our class now, the senior class, is too large for them all to fit in one picture, but we have lots of early day pictures of different classes and such. So we'd love to have people come to the museum, check out some of the items that we have in the schoolroom. I've even got a shorthand book. When I was in school, that was something they taught girls to do because they were going to be secretaries. But today that's no longer taught. Everything's recorded. But people get a real interest in looking at the shorthand books and trying to figure out how in the world we ever figured out what these little squiggles meant, what kind of a word it was or such. So we'd love to have you come by the museum, come visit our schoolroom, and see what treasures you might find here.